Right into the theory that Historia Reese is Ymir Fritz. There are a couple of posts that I've found that allude to Historia Reese being Ymir Fritz, including one of my own videos. The video I made on it came out over a year ago, and the contents still hold true. I just want to add to it and reiterate it in a smaller, more condensed video. First, Historia's character. Historia has always been someone caring and thoughtful of others. This is highlighted in the anime now that Season 3 is caught up with Frida. Frida showed Historia about Ymir and helped Historia act more ladylike and someone who really only cares about others. She wants to help the world any way she can, and if someone is nice back to her, then that means the world to her. Historia really took these traits to heart, and therefore causes me to believe that she is, in a sense, very characteristically similar to Ymir Fritz. Historia's pregnancy. We all know of the 3 walls protecting humanity. Praise the walls. But what some of you may not remember is that the names of the walls are named after Ymir Fritz's 3 daughters, Sina, Rose, and Maria. I get that Sina is occasionally pronounced Sheena. I'm just gonna pronounce it however I want. The fact that Historia is pregnant helps the argument that she is Ymir, because she has to have at least 3 daughters by the time she dies. Historia is affected by everyone around her, and currently, in the manga, she's being treated like an animal by the government. She even lives in a barn. Everyone knows she's important, and that she needs to be kept safe, so it wouldn't be strange if Historia, upon giving birth to her first daughter, names her either Sheena, Rose, or Maria, in honor of the good old days before all of this crazy stuff. So people can remember how it used to be, before the world got so much bigger. And in doing so, she's repeating history. Maria, Rose, and Sheena. How the years add up with each other. Let's get some important dates out of the way first. The year 753 is the year that the 145th king took the Eldians to Paradis. The year 845 was the invasion of Paradis. The year 850 is when most of the anime takes place. And 1820 years ago is when Ymir Fritz made a contract with the devil. Many people will say, no, she made the contract 2,000 years ago, hence the title to you 2,000 years ago, or whatever the title says. But no, you're wrong. It's 1,820 years ago. It's not wrong that it's been 2,000 years, just not 2,000 years since she made the contract. You see, there is a time loop, and the loop starts 2,000 years ago. But Ymir was alive 1,820 years ago. So let's get into some math. If you divide 2,000 by 13, you don't get 145 to match the 145th king. Instead, you get 153.8-ish, and some numbers. If you think of it in terms of a number line, this means that there are 153 different rulers between Ymir Fritz and now. 153 minus 145 is 8. So then there were 8 rulers after the 145th king till now, and 8 times 13, for 13 years of the Curse of Ymir, is 104. The coincidence between this and the 104th cadets is something for its own video entirely. But what year would it be 104 years after the 145th king came to Paradis and finished his 13 years? 860. We can assume that the 145th king still had 13 years left, because the war had been going on for such a long time, no other king did anything about it. So when the new king came about, he could finally fix it, so he headed to Paradis, giving him 13 years left. So now we have the year 860. Who's the ruler in 860? Well, it's supposed to be, you guessed it, Historia. We haven't exactly gotten there yet, but she will be the ruler as long as she doesn't die. So in a way, saying to you from 2,000 years is kind of predicting the reign of Historia. Now, this is all just a theory, and there are only some pieces of evidence to support this, so don't get mad at me if you disagree or anything. That's gonna have to be it for the numbers for now. If you want to check out the big videos, the link to those will be in the description, and I uploaded those about a year ago if you want to find them on my channel. So if I miss something, I probably covered it in the past 2 mega theories. And if you ask for it in the comments, I'll link it to you. Anyway, I hope you guys liked the video, and if you did, make sure you subscribe and consider becoming a patron. And as always, thanks for watching.